Hey, what's up, everybody? Different video today, not about hockey at all. I just wanted to talk about this. I thought it was insane. Couple things up front. None of these pictures are mine. I stole them off the internet, obviously, but I'm not making any money. I don't intend to make any money off any of this, so, sue me for copyright or whatever. You can demonetize me. I'm not monetized in general, so sick. The NBA playoffs are back, which is sweet. I've been watching that, getting back into the basketball life, I suppose. 2K and all that stuff. The other day I'm laying in bed with my woman and I'm like bored of the park, I guess. I go back to the main menu and I see the WNBA mode. It's called the W, which is cool, I guess. And I'm like, like I'll make her in the game and like I'll play it that way. That would be cool. And my God, can I tell you, it sucks. The W mode is buns. I don't know how long. Again, I just got back into 2K. I don't know how long there's been a W mode. I know this isn't the first year for sure, but I'm not going to lie, there are no strides being made for women in sports right now off of this game. It's actually hysterical. And I'm going to point out a couple massive ironies that I saw that I think are ridiculous. So as you can see here, it just sucks. Forgive me, I'm using a web whiteboard. I didn't want to put together a PowerPoint for this, but here's a thumbnail I found from somebody's YouTube video. The first look. This is accurate. Obviously, this looks like in-game footage here based off of what I played. I should preface also I played about 5 hours, I'd say. I think that was pretty generous. But I'm not going to lie. If you play the game mode for yourself, you'll see that 5 hours is extremely generous for this game mode because it is shallow. I mean, I dove head first into a puddle. It was insane. But yeah, this is the first look here, 2K26 WNBA mode. She's in a press conference right now. You get your own voice, so that's cool. It's like my career. Like you have a voice, you can't change it or anything. But there are voiced lines and reporters asking questions and stuff. So that's pretty cool. That's about where the similarities end other than gameplay. The gameplay is identical to my career. It's nothing too crazy. It's nearly identical, except there are some obvious differences. You can shoot threes just as well as you can in my career. So I made my character a sharpshooter, and she's tearing the league up, obviously. I think she dropped 65 in her rookie game or something like that, which I'm going to get way more into that. But she dropped 65 in her first game because I'm just greening these threes. The AI plays no defense. You know what? I'm going to hold the gameplay. Let's talk about the presentation first. So, number one, when you start the game, all you do is pick your name, your jersey number, and your handedness. And then I'm like, okay, sick, let's make a build. Of course, the first thing I'm thinking is can I make a 7'4" center that can absolutely yam at the cup, The answer is no. It makes me pick an archetype. I'm like, okay, normal, I guess we're built, I guess there is no from scratch build, they want you to build off of an archetype. No, there is no build. Believe it or not, there's actually no build at all. You go in there, you select your archetype, and it shows you the attributes like it normally would, and you can do the badge breakdown. That's it. You pick the archetype, and those are the attributes that you get. You can't edit anything. You can change your height, and it gives you pluses and minuses on different stats and stuff. So you could be, a 6'4" center or whatever, but there's no playing around with it at all. You're a 6'4" center, and you're, let's say, a sharpshooter. It will show you what attributes you'll get based off of that. And those are the attributes you get, and you cannot change them, which I think is hysterical. So yeah, I was dumbfounded. But I'm trying to play realistic, so I make my girl 5'4". She's 120 pounds, which is insane. That's the minimum weight, by the way. 120 pounds at 5'4". Yeah, I'll just leave it there. But she's 120 pounds, 5'4". She's got a 99 max 3, which is what I wanted. Sick. So I load into the game, right? Immediately you are smacked in the face with the lack of detail. When you go into my career on regular 2K, right, you build your guy and they got the main story mode. Let me just get this out of the way. There is no story mode. There's 0 quests, there's no VC earnings, and I'll get into that too, but you do earn VC from playing in the W, but it goes right, it literally, when you complete a game, it tells you that you earned VC, and then you can use it in your my career with a man, right? But you cannot for a woman. There's nothing to buy in the W. It's hysterical, and I'm going to keep going because it's insane. Listen, I'm not advocating for anything. I'm not trying to take any stance on any political structures here. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking objectively, from a video game standpoint. This is hysterical and horrendous at the same time. It's really annoying. From my perspective, if I was a woman, I'd be kind of pissed, honestly. But yeah, so you earn VC that you cannot spend. Cool. So what do you see? You get a stagnant, non-moving menu. It is a still frame of your character action shot, I guess, holding the ball is what I got. And then there is like, literally it looks like it was put together with Canva, or web whiteboard for all I know, PowerPoint, paint, like Scratch. It looks disgusting. It's awful. And it literally just says like the top option is advance, which is to play the next game in the schedule. There's no option for the calendar, by the way. Well, there is, but it's hidden under the square button, which you wouldn't see if you didn't look into the controls in the bottom left that are already really small. But there's no like obvious calendar button, so you would just play out the entire season. There are no like out of bounds, like the story mode. There's no storylines going on. There are jersey swaps, but as far as I'm aware, I didn't get any animations for them. You just complete the game similar to my career, and then you've completed the jersey swap. None of that. It's the most bare bones experience I've ever seen. So I'm like, okay, let me go look at my attributes. Like, how am I doing? Oh, sorry, let me back up real quick. Also, by the way, there is not a story mode, but you do get to choose. You can either be an undrafted free agent that went to Europe, and now you're in the WNBA, and you start as an 85 overall or an 80 overall or something like that. Or you can choose to be the first round pick in the draft, and you start as a 75. Those are your choices. There's no outside NBA, WNBA play. It's straight to the WNBA either way. It's just, do you want to start as an 80 or 75? And then if you pick first round draft, which is what I did, or first pick, then some reporters ask you questions about like what your expectations are, what kind of play style you have, all that stuff. That is it though. And then once you start the game, they don't even talk about the fact that you're the first overall draft pick. They just play like you've been in the league the whole time. They don't refer to you as the rookie. I dropped like 65 points, all from beyond the line. I shot 100% from three on like 30 attempts or something crazy like that. Maybe it was 20 for 20 from the three. It was diabolical. And the best compliment that I got from the announcers, which there are separate announcers, by the way. The best compliment I got was that I was leading the offense forward or something like that. And that, I think I played for the Valkyries. He was like, something, like the defender's got to step up. That's the 12th point in a row from behind the line. And I was like, that is not the 12th point in a row. That's like the 40th point in a row from behind the line. I had like 40 at the half. But anyways, so yeah, that was insane. In chronological order, I think I have a picture here. Let's go to this one, yeah. Kind of. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like here. This is actually a My Career build, believe it or not. So it says how to upgrade My Career by using mod menu 99 overall. Yeah, sick, whatever. The reason I pulled this is because, like, this is what you normally see, right? You got your shooting, your playmaking, your defensive rebounding, whatever. It says he's 99 overall. It doesn't work like that at all in the W. The way it works is that you start as a 75 overall with set attributes, and you level up by playing the game. It's just automatic. You don't get to pick. I didn't understand any of that at the time. I'm looking around for how to upgrade my attributes. I go to the attribute menu, because there is one, and all it does is show you your attributes. That is it. There's no spending VC. There's no upgrading. There's no badges, by the way. You don't get to pick the badges. They're based off the archetype. There are max plus ones, but there's no Gatorade. There's no boosts. There's no free roam for sure. You're either in the W or in the park. There is online. It's the most bare bones thing I've ever seen, and I think it just makes it 8 billion times worse because My Career is so fleshed out. They could have just copied and pasted all of My Career with women. Just do the same thing. I mean, they would have to uphold servers, sure, but they have the W online, so there's servers for it. It doesn't need to be as large, Make the server pool smaller or something like that, or make it its own game for all I care. But to have the women's mode in the game and then have it be this like kind of insulting, honestly, is diabolical to me personally. Yeah, but you have your attributes, and then I played a couple of games. I think I played 2 or 3 games, and I went back to my attributes later, and I saw that they had gone up. They go up passively. Your badges are like normal My Career. You have to grind them out, so that's awesome. We love playing regular season games to grind badges for the one online mode that I will get to, which is ridiculous. So a couple games go by, I'm looking at my player, I'm like, damn, she's kind of a lame. Like, she needs some drip. So let's get her some drip. This is what the store looks like. Sorry for the low-res image here. Once again, stolen from Google. It's actually funny. This is from 2K25. Nothing has changed at all. It says sports bra unlocked. Well, in 2K26, that is your only option. It's hysterical. There's like 3 t-shirts. One says like woman boss or girl boss or something like that. And you have the option to put the hood up or unzip it. One of them says like basketball is for all or something. Ball is for all, I think. There's some like motivational t-shirts, right? And then you have about 40 different options of solid color and slightly patterned tank tops that look just like this. This one up here. And that is it. Those are your top options. Your pant options are 0. You start with the joggers like in my career, except there's no way to get new ones. Like I said, there's no free roam and there's no store, so you can't buy new things. You just have everything from the get-go. Because it validates, I guess, that you don't need VC because you just start with everything. Except the fact that all of the choices are awful. And then there's like 4 shoe types. You get some disgusting, absolute, like abhorrent, all gold LeBron 12s or something like that, and some other shoes and some slides, I think. There's like some Van slides, I think, that they got, and like some flip-flops, if I remember right. I don't remember perfectly, but something like that. And then I think you also get custom shoes, because I made my own pair of KD8 or KD17 Ant Pearls or 18s or whatever, and those were in there, so I had her wearing those. And then they have the normal on-court accessories too, you know, like shooting sleeves, wristbands. And then women have the access for the headbands too, obviously, like Hayden Clark, Angel Reese, all them. They have all those options, but those are all immediately unlocked, so you immediately get access to them. However, and here's the best part, you can't wear them until you level up, right? And there's 2 ways to level up. There's Buzz, which is like fans, I guess, basically. Like, it's like your popularity. And then there's like regular leveling up with like my points. And each of those have gates that you have to pass through, right? So there's like the Buzz gates, and once you get to Buzz level 3, then you can equip on-court accessories. It's a gated system. And for reference, I hit gate 4 in 1 game. It took me 1 game. I didn't even know about the gates, and I exited the game and went to put on-court accessories, and I saw that I was not able to do it. I saw that I was able to do it because I had reached level 4. But, you know, God forbid you entered the game. You're like, this is weird. I have no drip. And then you back out. You won't be able to do that. So that's crazy. That was the feature that I noticed the most. There might be more, there might be less, but that's what I noticed. I thought that was insane. And then there's some other stuff locked behind my player too. I think like requesting a trade, changing your jersey number. Those are both locked behind the level up system, I suppose. I think there was influencing trades was one of them. Stuff that's like normally attached to like, you know, becoming a starter or hitting a certain point in the story in my career. They're just like, it's basically like you must play X amount of games to hit them now, which I hit them all in 1 game because I dropped like 65 or 70 points in that game or whatever, and that was like the WNBA record for points as a rookie, like I broke 7 records or whatever, and then I bypassed all the gates anyways. But yeah, that was insane. It is the exact same gameplay as my career, except it's women's, and I get they're trying to be realistic. Again, I'm not going to take any stances here, but obviously I didn't see any dunks the whole time. Nobody made a 3 in the entire game except for me. I'm the only one, despite the fact that the AI put up about 40 threes, they made 0. It was to the point that their 3-point shooting is so bad that I'm like seeing them drive to my left, and they pull up, and I'm like, oh, she's about to shoot a 3. So I run to the basket to go grab the rebound. Like, I know they're missing. Not 1 3 was made that was not user controlled. It was ridiculous. And frankly, it's kind of insulting. You know, like, I get women are disadvantaged, or, you know, they're not as good at threes or whatever. However you want to frame it, it doesn't really matter. Once again, I'm not taking any opinions on this. But irregardless, you know, professional players, and not to mention the fact that this is a video game, they should probably be hitting wide open threes. Probably. I just think it's ridiculous. 0 3-pointers made at all. It was hysterical and really bothersome for sure. So obviously I play games and I get bored, right? Here's the park. I go online. There is an online mode. It's a queuing system. Once again, there's no free roam. It's just a queuing system. You hit go online or whatever, and then it says, "Are you sure?" and you hit yes, and then it puts you on a massive blue screen of death with a loading logo, and then eventually it tells you that you have X amount of players in your lobby and you're waiting for more, and then once you get 6, you can play 3s in the park. The park looks like this. This is just a still screenshot. It's like in a forest surrounded by gigantic trees. It's actually really cool. I wish you could play here in the regular My Career. It kind of looks like Old City, I guess. I mean, I'm not super familiar with the most recent 2K establishments, but it looks pretty cool to me. I like the forest vibes. It was pretty sweet. But yeah, that's it. Let me just stop you right there. If your mind was wandering, bring it back, because this is it. You get 3s in the park. There are no other modes. Nothing. There's no play with AI other than like in the game. You know, there's scheduled practices, I think, if I remember. There's practice facility. I didn't do that, so maybe you can free roam in the practice facility, but there was a practice option for sure. But yeah, this is the online mode. It is 3s and that is it. It's just 3s to 21. I cannot understate how watered down it is. There's literally nothing here at all. This is how you get other clothes, by the way. So there's no store. There are little things, like pieces of clothing that you can unlock. I think it was a dress the week I was playing, some kind of dress. And it was like if you won 5 games total, you could lose 5 billion games, but as long as you win 5 that week, you unlock the dress. And then if you win 20, you got like a shooting boost pack or something like that. Like, it was really dumb. That's it, man. I mean, this looks like an empty ass whiteboard and that like I half-assed this YouTube video. No, I'm telling you, this is it. Look at the whiteboard right now. This is pretty much like the highlights of that mode. It's garbage. It's so bad. And frankly, I'm not. If I were a woman, I would be kind of pissed off about it. Not just that it didn't get its own game. You know, that's your own opinion if you think, and you know how gaming corporations work. They're probably never going to greenlight that somehow. But the fact that they wanted to add it in the game, somebody was like, women should get their own career mode. Cool, I'm all for that. This is insulting, frankly. Especially because if you just back out of this mode, hit LB one time, and hop over to regular My Career, 2K26's My Career this year is awesome. I mean, I haven't played in a long time, but the last time I played was probably like 2K16, 10 years ago or whatever. And I remember it being pretty good too. They're about the same for me. You know, I can't talk about how awful the rest of the 2Ks were because I didn't play them, but at least, you know, for me, someone from the outside, it was pretty good. It wasn't bad. There's a story mode, there's characters, there's like some emotional intensity at times. You know, you got buddies, the storylines that you're keeping up with, and the whole Out of Bounds podcast deal. There's cutscenes and all that stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. There's no pregame show, by the way. Like, no pregame show, no presentation. There's like a little 10-second cutscene where they introduce you to, like, the camera pans in to everybody practicing on the court before the game starts, and they show the little score bug and all that, and they're like, oh, welcome to Monday night, whatever. And then the game starts, you play it. There's no halftime show. It goes halftime, and then everything fades to black, and then the fucking third quarter starts. And then the game ends, and that is it. There's no post-game show either. No post-game, no pre-game, no halftime show. There's just little 5-second, cutscenes in, and that is it. It is entirely 99% of the game is either you're in a game or you're in the menus, and the other 1% is the one time that you might try the park just to find out that it's not that fun because there's only one mode and it's buns, and 90% of the people on there are playing as 6'5" centers. So it is what it is, man. I mean, again, form your own opinions on this kind of stuff. I would encourage you, if you have 2K, to try it just to see how awful it is. It's really annoying. But yeah, I would be insulted for sure. This is crazy. I don't really have much else to say about it. I guess it's like, I'm not saying they should have gotten their own game, but I mean, I'm not a web developer or like a coding guy or anything like that, but how hard would it have been to just copy and paste My Career on a smaller scale and then just insert the female models into the game? Like, remove the male body model and insert the female. It's the same character creator. When you make a girl, it's the same way. You pick your hair, you can edit it if you want. You pick your eyes, pick your eye shape, edit it if you want. It's the same thing. The only difference is you don't make a build. That's the only difference. There was no build, which they could have easily added in. They could have easily added animations. Like, there's I want to say off the top of my head, I saw a couple of female animations. Like, when you're picking your jump shot, I can choose, Angel Reese, Brittany Griner as jump shot, and it's capped based on height and attribute rating at the time. But there were not a plentiful amount of WNBA animations. It was 5 or 6 names that I recognized, and then there were all the men. As a 5'4", 120-pound woman, why do I care about having Damian Lillard's jump shot? If I'm a woman and I enjoy playing basketball, I don't want to shoot like Dame. I want to shoot like Caitlin Clark. You know what I mean? So I'm going to do that. Or whoever my favorite player is, but Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, all these other girls, I think there's a girl named Canada who plays on this team that I played against. Her jump shot, I'm pretty sure is not in there. I just think that, I don't know, it was a little ridiculous. Just saying. I didn't even look into the whole dunk animation deal. We'll see. I mean, I don't plan on revisiting the mode, but you're welcome to check that out if you'd like. It was just kind of insane. I don't feel like it would be that difficult, it's just the My Career too. They got the Play Now done. You can play now in the NBA. That's normal. They got My Team with female players in it, I think, if I remember right. That's all cool and dandy. The career mode is just not there. It kind of blows. The only cutscenes you get in the entire career mode are not press conferences. And even then, they're asking you things that don't make sense. I deadass got asked what my favorite color was in a pregame conference. I'm like, what? Lady, I'm the first pick in the first round of the WNBA draft. Why don't you ask me how I plan to impact a team's offense, or do I think we can make a run this year? She asked me what did I want to join a contending team, or where I was going to play more minutes? And I was like, okay, that's a fair question. Because I guess this is the cutscene, that the orange one right there is right before you get drafted, I suppose. Yeah, and then she followed that up with what kind of person are you? What's your favorite color? Tell me about you. I'm like, no, bro. Ask me about basketball. I'm a professional basketball player. What are we doing here? I don't know. Maybe that's enhancing the experience for other people, but it just seems really shallow and not a lot of effort was put into it from my perspective. So those are my thoughts on it, but let me know what you guys think. Again, this isn't hockey related at all, but I just kind of talk, and this bothered me a little bit. I was going to do another political video idea that I had. I haven't made any of those yet, but sometimes in a car ride home, I think about all these crazy videos I can make about politics and stuff. But I just like to talk, and this was pretty politically neutral. So let me know what you guys think. Drop a like if you enjoyed, and all that good stuff. See you guys later.